Most best finance podcasts lists are lying to you. They rank shows by popularity, not by whether the advice actually fits your specific money problem. Don't download a single new finance podcast until you know your money type. Otherwise, you're just adding a sixth unfinished show to a graveyard of good intentions and 2% listened. You're watching M3, Money Mindset Makeover, where we're flipping the script on money for millennials and Gen Z. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with your exact starter podcast lineup, matched to whether you're drowning in debt, starting completely from zero, or finally ready to build real wealth. No more guessing. No more 15 podcast apps open and zero progress made by Sunday night. This isn't just a channel, it's a mindset revolution. Let's get into our list of best finance podcasts for you and why. Picture this. It's 11:47 p.m., rent's due in 4 days, payday's in 6, and you're doing the same math in your notes app for the third time this week. That's not a personal failure, that's a documented reality. Deloitte's 2026 numbers show 55% of Gen Z and 52% of millennials have delayed major life decisions like moving out, starting a business, even getting married, purely because of money stress. Here's the part nobody says out loud. 73% of Gen Z say money stress is actively wrecking their work and their personal life. That's not a doom scroll caption, my friends. That's Morgan Stanley's own 2026 workplace data. And it's not because you're bad with money. 85% of millennials and Gen Z say that stress is hitting their mental health directly. I bring truth on M3 even when it hurts. So naturally, the advice everyone gives you is just listen to a finance podcast. Cool advice. Except business and finance shows make up a measly 6% of everything people are actually listening to globally, buried under comedy, true crime, and celebrity gossip. So even when you go looking for help, you're wading through content built for your dad's 401k, hosted by a guy who has never once said the words gig work, roommate, or rent increase out loud in his entire recording career. You download 5 shows during one insomnia scroll at midnight. By Thursday, you've finished none of them. Sound familiar? And here's the irony, M3 Mavericks. Nearly half of people find their next favorite podcast through a friend's recommendation, not an algorithm. So think of this video as that friend, minus the unsolicited crypto advice. But here's where it actually gets worse. The shows that are built for you already exist. Hosts who've paid off the debt, negotiated the raise, and built the portfolio while still splitting a 2-bedroom with 3 roommates. You've just never been told which one matches your exact situation. That ends today. I don't have affiliate links or make money from any of these podcasts. These are just some of my current favorites that I think can help you move forward if you're feeling stuck financially. First, a 10-second gut check, no journaling required. Are you the total beginner who still quietly Googles what a Roth IRA even is at 1 a.m.? The debt payoff warrior, staring down student loans and credit card statements you're scared to open? The confidence builder who wants real talk about money, not a lecture that makes you feel small? Or are you already past the saving stage, ready to invest, chasing early retirement, or building a whole empire of side income? Pick your lane, because that's the entire game here. Right podcast, right stage, right now. Whichever one you just silently pointed to yourself, that's your starting lane. Let's go there first. If you're the total beginner, start with How to Money, hosted by Joel Larsgaard and Matt Altmix. Picture 2 best friends talking about money like they're splitting a pizza, not reading you a prospectus. Zero jargon, zero shame, about 30 minutes a week, covering everything from budgeting to debt payoff to credit scores. Think less Wall Street trading floor, more couch confessional with your 2 most financially put-together friends. Drowning in debt? Millennial Debt Domination with Katie Fada is your show. It's straight-talking, no-judgment debt coaching built specifically for people carrying loans that feel like they'll never actually end. Because Katie's been exactly where you are. No shame spirals, no lectures about your oat milk latte. Just an actual plan. Want confidence, not condescension? Financial Feminist with Tori Dunlap drops a new episode every Tuesday and treats money like power you're taking back for yourself, not homework you're forcing yourself to finish. It's basically the podcast version of the friend who hypes you up right before you ask for a raise. Brand new to literally all of this? Like first real paycheck? First W-2, first time anyone's explained any of it? Money Moves, hosted by Stephen Lynn and Matthew Shadid, brings on a different expert every single episode. and breaks it down like you've genuinely never heard any of it before. Because maybe you haven't, and that's fine. Monthly episodes, so nothing feels rushed. Now, most people don't realize this next part, and it's the whole reason podcasts fail you. The problem was never the content. It's that you tried to drink from all 8 of these shows at once, got overwhelmed by week 2, and quietly gave up on all of them. Ready to stop just saving and actually start building? Bigger Pockets. Money is consistently ranked one of the top personal finance shows for people making that exact leap. Packed with real, unscripted stories from people in their 20s and 30s hitting real financial milestones. New episodes weekly, so there's always a fresh one waiting. Chasing fire? That's financial independence, retiring early for everyone else. Buying back your own time instead of selling it in 40-hour chunks forever? Afford anything with Paula. Pant treats early retirement like math you can actually run yourself, not a fantasy reserved for trust fund kids. Weekly, mixing solo teaching episodes with sharp expert interviews. Want to actually understand the economy instead of just panicking about your own bank account. Planet Money from NPR turns interest rates and inflation into stories you'll genuinely remember. Twice a week, 20 to 30 minutes. And yes, they've literally done an entire episode on Gen Z money dysmorphia. It's basically about you. And if you're stacking income streams like it's a competitive sport, main character energy, 3 side hustles, 1 spreadsheet, the Personal Finance Podcast with Andrew Giancola is tactical, fast, and built for people building real wealth on a completely normal salary, not inherited money, and definitely not a trust fund. Multiple episodes a week, so there's always something new to queue up. Quick question for you. Which money type are you right now out of everything we just covered? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and honestly, some of the best video ideas for this channel come straight from this community. Here's what actually works, and it's simpler than anything the algorithm wants you to believe. You don't need 8 podcasts in your queue. You need 3, maybe 2. Pick based on your actual goal, not on whatever's trending on someone's podcasts that changed my life carousel. Subscribe to 2 or 3 shows, max, because past that number, nothing gets finished and you're back to square one. Attach it to something you already do without thinking. The commute, the gym, folding laundry at 9 p.m., so it plays automatically instead of becoming one more task on your list. And take 1 small action per episode. A podcast you just consume and immediately forget isn't education. It's background noise with slightly better production value. Same logic applies for playing a personal finance YouTube video. This is the actual mindset shift. It's about building a small, boring system. A short list, a habit, 1 action per episode. Why? That quietly compounds in the background while you're doing literally anything else with your life. Compound interest doesn't look like much in month 1. Neither does a 15-minute podcast habit. But stack it for a year, and it's the difference between still Googling what is a Roth IRA next December or actually opening one. This is where scattered ends and ownership begins. So here's your homework, and it takes less time than the video you're about to watch next. Figure out your money type, pick 2 or 3 shows from this list, attach them to a habit you already have, and rotate the lineup every few months as your goals actually change. Because the podcast that's perfect for just starting out won't be the right one a year from now, and that's a good thing, because it means you moved. And if none of these 8 feel exactly right yet, that's fine too. The goal was never to make you a podcast completionist. It's to get you unstuck today with an actual next step instead of another bookmark you'll never open. That's it. That's the whole system. No more downloading 5 shows in one midnight scroll and finishing none of them. Unsubscribe from broke, hit subscribe right here, and become the CEO of your own financial education, starting with your very next commute. And if you're ready to see how the people at the top actually think about money, the next video breaks down what Robbins, Dalio, and Musk know that the rest of us don't. Yet. It's on screen right now. Go watch it, M3 fam.